the sound technician. We also are the cleanup crew, and we do have bottled water. So we do it all live. We are self-educated and self-trained. We have no broadcasting experience whatsoever. That's right. We are radically transparent. We are part of the long tail. We have never, not ever, worked within the entertainment industry. We are not traditional, as you may have noticed. We are outsiders. We are independent. We are the new. And ladies and gentlemen, most importantly, we are doing the impossible and living the dream. Yeah.
And as we bow our heads, let's bow our heads, everybody. Bow our heads. It's time to have a hummus party.
Yeah, I can use some hummus.
There we go.
Get some hummus. Y'all gotta eat. You know, we try to spread your awareness of food items. You know, so you'll be aware.
Yeah.
You know, because you need to be aware.
Yeah, man. You
need
know.
to be aware.
Yeah. You know, just so you know, the name, that title, "Raise the Window Down," came from an old group, man.
Raise the window down. Tell me about that.
Well,
Ohio Players.
No.
Funkadelic.
No, if I'm correct, I know it's between two. It's either the Dramatics.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Raise the Window Down. And I can't put out the other group name. I think it is the Dramatics who came up with "Raise the Window Down." I'm not sure, but it's old style.
I want to go outside in the rain.
Yeah, it's old style, man. You know, extra old.
See, you where you gonna get information like this? You can't get this on CNN.
Why would you?
You can't get this.
Why would
they
you?
watching us? I know they watch us because they always steal our lines. You ever notice that lately? I'm about to write CNN.
Yeah.
What the hell with y'all? Got to get y'all ideas from Pack Stereo. You know, you just something else.
Yeah.
You just got to get some ideas from Pack Stereo.
They're calling you.
All right. Well, let me tell you guys, you know, we had a lot of stuff happen in the news. One of the things we wanted to mention was, you know, last week they had the big shootout at Johns Hopkins University.
Yeah.
Where a disgruntled, obviously psychologically impaired person shot the doctor and then proceeded to shoot his loved one and commit suicide right there in the hospital. You know, you guys, it really brings up this issue of security at hospitals, but even that, it goes into how well we're able to help people,
Right.
you know, once again, to handle these issues. Well, and we hope that, well...
It's nothing's perfect, man. It's just we live in an imperfect world.
Is this a question of issues with the healthcare system too? I mean, that's what it's causing people to rethink. It's causing people to rethink a lot of things. Security at hospitals.
Right.
Who gets to visit? Now, remember, it's sometimes security goes in direct contrast to what you need to heal. To heal, it's good to have folks that love you around.
Right.
Now, if you have security that you can't have people around,
Right.
then what does the hospital become?
Yeah, I know.
And then the issues of who pays for all this, you know. Yeah. By the way, I don't know if many of you noticed, a bunch of you probably couldn't help but notice, but your medical insurance bills are going up anywhere from 15 to 40%. It's like,
wow.
So, and the reason why, because they know they can. All right.
It's that simple.
It's just that simple. So we're not going to harp on that because all of these things are leading up to some of the political issues of the time, which relate back to how much of blame the president is receiving.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the update on the Chilean miners, you all, is that the miners, they're building another tunnel. They have a tunnel that goes down that they're able to communicate.
Right.
And they're about a half a mile? I think a half a mile in the ground.
I'm not sure.
About a half a mile.
You're talking about the big hole.
Yeah, the Chilean miners, where they're in, yeah.
Yeah, they got the 2.5 foot hole or something like that.
But they're building a bigger hole now. Yeah. Hopefully they'll be able to pull some people through.
Can you imagine being pulled up?
Not us big brothers.
No way.
This is where you wish you were like hope they're small in Chile.
Well, Mario.
Not smaller than the brothers up here. You couldn't even pull the average sister through one of these holes.
Well, think about what you need. That's wrong. That's wrong.
I was there too. I'm just saying, y'all know a bunch of us going, damn, if I was down there, they'd have me last in the line, thinking I could lose weight while they get the other ones out.
I just keep thinking about 2,000 feet.
Man, I can't think about
and
it.
And a 24
I can't think about
24-inch hole, and they're pulling you up slowly. How long would it take?
Vic, every time I try to imagine this thing, I get dizzy. I don't want to think about. You know, some things I don't want to do. I don't want to be trapped in no damn hole.
No,
Lord, I'll
claustrophobic.
sign the papers.
Yeah.
Probably be down there with Glenn Beck or somebody.
See,
And he won't stop talking.
I know.
Rush Limbaugh eating up all the cookies.
you know what's worse, Mario, is the person who goes last.
Yeah, because they might you be waiting for everybody else. Just hope the hole don't collapse.
Oh man.
So we wish again. We continue to send out our prayers to them. Please save these people, Lord. Please, I need this. I will have a party my damn self. I ain't lying.
Yeah.
I will be drinking and champagne if they could just get these miners out.
Good news.
Isn't it amazing how we get connected to things around the world?
Yeah.
Man, because I'm connected to this one, you guys.
Yeah.
I'm worried about these miners.
Christmas.
All right, Lord. All right. How about this one, you guys? Hunting is flourishing. Now, people, I know how the animal rights people feel. But, and we talked about this. It depends on where you live. Of course not in downtown Los Angeles where you shouldn't be hunting pigeons or anything.
Yeah.
Don't even walk around in hunting gear because, it's not that time.
Yeah.
But in other places, like in South Dakota and rural Pennsylvania, people are hunting. And check this out. They say more than 18.8 million people hunted last year. And they're going up because people say they need it to eat. And let me give you a quote. One of the spokesmen for South Dakota's game department, Chuck, good old Chuck Schluter. Oh, Chuck. Hey, Chuck. From the South Dakota's Department of Fish and Game. He said, and I quote, during difficult times, people are looking for ways to cut down on costs and save as much money as possible.
Right.
Hunting helps on the grocery bills. I just wondered about our modern urbanites. Because I wondered if I came to the door and threw a beaver on the ground, hey, baby. Right through it. I walked to the door. Honey, I got dinner. I threw a beaver down on the ground. And then I expect my woman to cook it up and make me a hat. The hat be all jacked up, tail all off. I did the best I could.
Right.
How many beavers you think I worked with? I know at least one. But I'm just saying, I doubt the modern woman's ability to adapt. See, this is what we know down in South Dakota. You got a woman, you can come in from hunting, throw some deer on the ground. Hey, she'll jump on it with a knife, start cutting it into steaks.
I think you're so right, Mark. I think you're taking your scenario and the woman, an urbanite woman, comes out on the porch. Of course, I expect that response. Now, let her grandma be in the house. She come right behind her and say, get that, bring that in here.
Their grandma will cook it and make you a good hat. Tail be all right. If your woman makes you a little beaver hat, you have a foot right here over the eyebrow. Like,
baby, women used to wear
foxes. Baby, could you make the hat fit? Why is the foot over the eyebrow?
You know what? Most people don't realize.
You're not a pioneer type.
Think about it, dude. There used to be a trend to wear a dead fox around your shoulders with the head and everything. Remember?
That's right, just to show you could. Nowadays, they don't want to break any nails. You know how hard it is to get them nails done, these tight ties?
Yeah, dead fox come alive.
Well, so I just want you to know, if you want to get a hunting woman, go to South Dakota, Pennsylvania, rural New York, too. They got some hunting women out there. And they hunt.
Hunting. Big time hunt. Okay.
That's a wonderful story.
Yeah,
okay. All right.
L.A. relates.
Well, Colin Powell made a statement that illegal immigrants are absolutely essential. He said it's what keeps this country's lifeblood moving forward. See, you know what, you guys, I have more and more respect for this man. After his respect, the respect I have for him grows more and more, while my respect for other folks seems to be shrinking. This man, I love his stance, and he is a conservative.
Right.
But he is unapologetic about his positions. And he too, I embrace illegal immigrants. I already told you. I embrace the right of all colonized people to move freely through the colony.
Right.
It says Mexico is our colony. I think it's supposed to be wide open. Hey, it's our colony. Anytime you colonize, use all any place that you go and conquer. Like in Nicaragua, El Salvador, any place you run the whole government.
Right.
They can't do whatever they want. They can't have a freedom movement, nothing. Without your special forces getting entangled.
Right.
That's your colony.
Right.
So as far as I'm concerned, they can all come here. Come on.
Right.
Bring it on. Papusas, everyone.
But you know what, Mario? I agree. You know, I kind of agree with you, but I'm going to say this. I think if we all had certain conversations with certain politicians who are not in the political spectrum as much, I think we'll be kind of shocked to find out philosophically their personal beliefs.
Oh, no, because their personal beliefs already, they were like this. Hell, we let them in before because we needed that oppressed labor.
Right.
We were oppressing the shit out of you and working you and giving you a few little monies, but, you know, everybody found out. Mm-hmm. Now they found out and everything's jacked all up. But hell, business has always supported illegal immigration because they capitalized on illegal immigration. So that's why they don't, you know, they don't want to say it that way.
Well, do this. Poll the illegal immigrants, and what do you think if they are pro?
Yeah, and that whole illegal.
Right.
You know, like I always say, I love, you know, it warms my heart to see Americans so bravely defending the land their ancestors stole.
You can't say that.
I love to watch y'all defend that land that your ancestors stole and brought slaves to. Okay.
Well, it's a quote, man.
All right.
That's a great quote.
Yeah. All right. We did the shooting at the thing. The hospitals, all they stressed out. All right.
Well, here, I'm gonna follow up what you just said. You know, it's like the ancestor thing. You said, okay, it's your fault for being here when we took the land from you.
That's right. I told you guys, go out there. There's some really crazy stuff to read. I want you to go out there, and we'll talk about one of the books in a minute. I want you to go out there and they have some excerpts from Christopher Columbus's diary.
Yeah.
Go read some of that. There's a section where he says, oh, the lovely natives, they're so wonderful and welcoming. I think if I had a small army, I could wipe out all of them.
I'm sorry. I am not laughing. I'm laughing at your
face.
Go
read some of this stuff, and then you understand why some people should have died in the bay.
Okay, I am not.
They should have died in the bay.
I'm not
They should have fired on the ship. Right there.
What? Okay, how come? You know what, Mark? What you're saying is this. How come?
I just read the history, my buddy.
No, I'm just saying. How come the history doesn't have all the quotes?
Because they want to build an illusion for you. If you want to go read what Thomas Jefferson wrote about slavery. And said how he feared that America would always be judged by how they treated black folks. And then he talks about how hard it was, even though he knew slavery was wrong, how hard it was to give up the trappings of power and wealth.
And the sex.
He said, ooh, you know it's wrong, but ooh, it's good.
I know. It's a forbidden fruit, man, what can you say?
Ooh. And you know, I know a bunch of non-spiritual folks who would like their chance to return the favor to white folks what they did to black folks. That would get us absolutely nowhere. Right. That's what we needed for black people to go be slave owners for a few hundred years. Like that would raise the consciousness of the world.
This is not
Give
a black
me a break.
And it's not a black thing. I
mean, but people like to, people want to go revisit the same inequities to other folks. Like there's women. I want to whip some men's ass. Okay, I understand, but that's not going to be helpful.
It's not. It's not.
It's not going to be helpful to get back to men. You know, there's like a bunch of men, they mad about that child support and all that alimony. What are they going to do? They can't get it back. They got to let it go. They're going to be bitter, right?
Yeah.
All right.
They can't,
I understand.
Look, you can't go back. America didn't start with power and oppression here in the great old United States. This has been going long history. So go back more than 400 years, you guys.
Well, that's why I said that's why I talk about the perspective of things, because I think you got to look at today's problems with a historical perspective.
Right.
Because that'll make you look at it differently.
That's right.
Well, all right. How about this story, you guys? There's a father who took the matters in his own hands because of classmates that were bullying his daughter. 42-year-old James Willie Jones was arrested for disorderly conduct. He says his temper got the best of him. He said he really confronted some children who were bullying his 13-year-old daughter, who happens to suffer from cerebral palsy. In the deputy's report, Jones allegedly, Jones said that, well, according to this police report, allegedly schoolboys on the bus placed an open condom on the daughter's head, smacked her on the back of the head, I'm sorry,
I see,
twisted her ear, and shouted rude comments. Now, that's why ass whippings exist. See, that's why they exist there.
I agree.
That's why kicks in the nuts exist. So that you could deliver them to folks like that. But anyway.